Hi everybody, welcome to the new FindJody.com website. We're glad you're here and we're glad you're supporting our website. We haven't been on camera for several years to talk about this case.
It's been a long time, and we've been working on the case ever since we started this back in 2002. So it's been a really long road, hasn't it?
I think the last time we were together on camera was back in 2007 up in Seattle. So it's been 5 years.
Yeah, and we've learned a lot. We've learned an awful lot since those days and through the subsequent investigations that we've been doing, trying to figure out, what really happened to her. And we get witnesses all the time that come forward.
Right.
And gosh, you sit there and you sort these things out, and people will say, "How can you guys keep up the pace?" And it's a committed effort on my part, and I know it is on yours as well.
And if this is your first time to FindJody.com, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Josh Benson and this is Gary Peterson. We've been working on this, like Gary said, since 2002, and we continue to do so. This year we're going to ramp up our efforts to try to figure out what happened to Jody, who's in truth. We encourage you to read more about her case on the About section of the website. But today we just want to talk about the website, our new push for new information, and following up leads. So why don't we, before we get to the website, Gary, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've been working on. You've been taking some road trips back up in the Midwest to continue the case.
Yeah, and on a lot of these tips that we get on the FindJody.com website, I start looking at them, I go over them with Josh, and anything that we see that looks like it needs to have boots on the ground to investigate it, we decide to do that. Obviously, we've made a lot of trips to Mason City, Iowa, where Jody was abducted that day in June of 1995. And we've gone every place else in the state and talking to law enforcement, and our efforts have even been to reach out to go, like Josh said, into Washington State. There's a great interest. I've been to conferences on forensics, and people will say, "Where are you from?" And I say, "Well, Minnesota." "Well, what are you working on?" And I mentioned the Find Jody site. And they say, "Oh yeah, we've heard all about that back in Pennsylvania or wherever it was." So there's a lot of interest out there, and we're working at it, and we need your help.
And you just recently got back from a trip to visit Jody's sister and some of her friends. How'd that go?
Yeah, it went really well. I had been in contact with a lot of Jody's friends, and I wanted to come down and sit down with them on a non-news type setting, just to talk about Jody, and it really was an interesting time. Yep. The people, what they remember about Jody, they told me things like Jody's nickname, and I found out just 2 weeks ago that her nickname is Photo. And because she loved to take pictures, and the pictures are pretty obvious when you look in the warehouse of information that Jody had, and the pictures that she would send to her friends, and greeting cards as well. Yeah.
And on that note, we'd like to thank Jody's sister Joanne. Gary actually had access to all of Jody's old footage from her time at different TV stations, so put up a picture here of what we have. A lot of VHS, even 3/4 tapes from her whole history in TV. So our plan is now to digitize all this material and have it available for us to use in the future. So that's a nice thing to have. So where are we at this point? A lot of people have been emailing the website wondering, what is the next step for Gary and myself for the group? We brought in some more people as a part of our team. Caroline Lowe is a former veteran reporter out of the Twin Cities. Tara Manis is a former TV producer, lives in Orlando here. She's going to help us with contributing and research. And of course, Chris Tardif is a web designer and programmer who we brought on to join the board as well to help us with the website. So we got a team in place, and we're building that team to move forward into 2012 on what we're planning to do. I think Gary is a big part of the leads and following them up. So tell us the focus this year for you and where you're headed.
This year, I think we've pared everything down to concentrating on just one or two major subjects.
Right.
And there's some unsolved deaths in Mason City and Sarasota County. And some of them, occurred during the time that just before Jody. And we're going to make a real concerted effort to look at some of those cases and try and figure out why these deaths go unsolved. It's crazy.
Right.
You've got to have law enforcement on your side. You've got to have these people that are taking part, trying to find information. If you just sit back and say, "Oh yeah, man, the case hasn't changed much in the last 15 years," and that's what law enforcement said, that's not acceptable.
Right. And as for the website, we want to build that, and we want to build our reach. If you've watched the video on the front page of the website, that's obviously one of our bigger videos to go out and try to get some fundraising going. And that's our next goal, is to try to fundraise for the website and for the organization. Find Jody's now a 501c3. It just was filed in the state of Florida not too long ago, and we have approval, so now we can move forward with fundraising. And those are dollars we need to help Gary continue to search back in the Midwest, to pay for expenses that we incur to keep the search going, to file for paperwork we need and records, that kind of thing. So please watch the video, and if you can donate anything, it would be a monster help for us. It's just findjody.com/donate. You can click the green button on the website here to help in that matter. You can mail a donation or just charge the credit card. Everything's secure, and we will send you a receipt and a thank you letter after that. As for the website, we're excited because we have a lot of new features. A lot of people use the forum on the old website. This website will have a new forum, and we just asking for some of your patience because the forum is going to be different. You're going to have to register a new account and start posting. We're going to try to pull in all the old information from the old forum as we move forward. That's going to take some time. So we're going to put up a link. You can still access it. It's just going to take some time to merge the two together. One thing on some extra features, commenting is going to be a neat feature now. If you read an article on our website, go ahead and scroll down and leave a comment, whatever you think about the article, and people can start a dialogue below that article. So that's a neat feature. We have a new video gallery. You can watch the Who's and Truth file in its entirety, all 13 episodes. And any new videos like the one we're doing now, we're going to post on there as well. So you will see them. Contact forms are going to be the same. If you want to leave an anonymous submission, we're going to have that for you as well. So these things we're rolling them out slowly, but today is the day we launched the website, so we're awfully excited about that. 6:27 tonight.
Yes.
I wonder if people picked up on what that means.
And we'll see if they do.
Okay, 6:27 is the time we're launching the website. Anything else you can think of?
Yeah, I think, what happened to Jody. Jody is one of us. She's a journalist. She's a broadcast journalist. She's one of us. She was doing her job. She died, we think, in Mason City. But we can't have this death going unsolved. I mean, here's a girl just trying to earn a living, and as broadcasters, we are sticking to it. And I think that's kind of the reason we're both,
right,
really involved in this, because we know it has to be solved. And we've just got to keep together. And she is Miss America, and it's tragic. It really is.
Yep. And it opens our eyes to other missing person cases as well. So Gary, we've worked on other ones. You've worked on several, and it's good to see that you're reaching out to try to help other families, because it's got to be one of the worst things a family could ever go through.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So we are in Orlando, Florida right now. Gary flew in for a couple days to help launch the website and kind of put the team together, and we've had some pretty nice weather. It's been a good trip. So
that's great. Yeah.
You can get a suntan.
Except back home in Minnesota, it's probably just as nice.
Just as warm back there. Everybody who has the weather back there this year is pretty happy. It's not the frigid March temperatures that we usually see.
It'll be different next year.
Oh yeah. Well, that's going to do it for us. We just wanted to catch up with everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the new website. And please take part in the forum, take part in the comments. If you want to send some pictures to us, there's several ways to do so. And I guess the biggest thing for us right now too is if you can help donate a little bit, that's going to help this take us even farther. So very easy to donate. Just click on the green button, put it on your card, or you can send us a paper check, whatever you can do, and we would appreciate it more than you know. It's going to help our mission into trying to find out what happened to Jody Who's and Truth. So thanks again, and that's going to do it for us.
Be safe, and let's get together and work on this.
All right. Have a good day.